What is you guys seeming like you undoubtedly know more about this than me. The adrenochrome thing. Is that way out of left field nonsense? Like what even is that?
So adrenochrome was originally being tested as a way to kind of chemically induce schizophrenia. And it is a real substance.
Mm-hmm.
All it is it's oxidized epinephrine. And it's funny, a little while back, and I actually still might do this. I was considering doing a video on, first of all, synthesizing adrenochrome from, like stuff you can get at the drugstore, just because, you can do it. You just need silver oxide batteries, like, for hearing aids or whatever, and then Primatene inhalers. And it, you mix them together and they turn purple. And then eventually do like what could I actually use this for? And you can develop film with it, which is fun. But like, it's basically like it works the exact opposite of how an antioxidant works in your brain. So it just whatever the shit that like a Kai juice does for you that makes it really healthy, this is like the opposite of that. And I feel like the kind of that getting tied into the whole kind of evil
child trafficking
Moloch worshiping thing, like I honestly, I don't really know what that comes from other than just it being a kind of rumor. Like, I have yet to see anything really convincing about adrenochrome specifically being relevant. There are things that, perhaps may have more stuff behind it, but not adrenochrome.
Okay, so because that's what I didn't know until you just said it, but if you can synthesize that artificially at CVS, it's like, why would there be a child bloodletting ring to support it? That just doesn't make sense.
And Brad, if you have any,
it's like one of those things where somebody takes it into the realm of absurdity to like this to kind of undermine what would be kind of realistic conspiracy to make it outlandish and unattractive to people. Like people, okay, we need to actually, the reason why we're torturing these children is actually for adrenochrome. It's definitely not because we get off on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's just something that's, designed to be kind of like a, if there are, allegedly people doing that, which, I'm not going to weigh in on one way or another, but it would be a great way to, provide something that people can be like, no, you can, what are you talking about? Like, why would you need to do that to get adrenochrome? You can like, it's like a one-step
adrenochrome. Maybe that's a red herring to throw us off. If you look at the book Blender Babies, it's about a future where we're literally blending babies to consume their essence. I think that's about as specific as they get. And it's such an addictive, like wonderful, like drug that there's a complete societal collapse. And I think the main character of the book spends the end of the book defending his home from baby blood crazed mobs outside who want his infant so they can blend it and consume its essence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a scary book.
So maybe there's something in there, like I always think back to when stem cells were big in the news when we didn't know if George H.W. was going to, or not H.W., George W. Was going to allow for stem cell research and how far they were going to go, if they were going to use like postpartum tissues or where they were going to use umbilical cord tissues. And like the people who were dying, the people like Christopher Reeves who were like laying there, can't move. They're like, blend the babies, whatever it takes, blend them. And like, that's one of those issues where at first I was like, no, don't blend the babies. We can't do that. But then I was thinking like, imagine if you're in that wheelchair. Yeah, I'm thinking blend the babies.
Have you seen any of the new Superman movies? They suck.
What does that have to do with blending the babies?
You just were talking about Christopher Reeve.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Christopher Reeve wasn't a good... I didn't like those either. I don't like those old Superman movies. Those are pretty cheesy.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys solidified that, because that has always been a conspiracy that hasn't made sense to me, where it's like, it does seem like, and I like your term, Tom, the shit coding, where it's like, oh, it's not that they're doing sinister things. It's that Hillary Clinton is eating babies. And it's like, really? Like, do you really think that? Like, you think she's like carving off a piece of a baby thigh at a barbecue somewhere with Lady Gaga, and there's some scary lady covered in paint or something there in a weird ritual? It's like
Marina Abramovic.
Yes, yeah. Well, I know she's the isn't she like an occultist?
So she's a performance artist. I will say, if you look at a picture of her and how old she is, it's like, okay, she's doing something evil.
She has to be, or she just has the best skincare routine of all time, because I'll see pictures of her and they'll be like, this is her 4 years ago. She was 81. And it's like, no.
It's like, it's a 30-year-old. No, that
lady's killing it for 81.
And I got what's this person's name?
Marina Abramovic.
Yeah, Marina Abramovic.
She's the one who
baby foreskin cream.
Yeah, it was that seemed far-fetched, and then it turned out that was happening, which is fucking reprehensible.
She aged. I'm looking at her. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's like in her 70s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's like tight with a lot of celebrities. I don't know the whole lore around her. So celebrities just like her? Is that the story?
They buy vampire potions from her. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
She's also like the cultural ambassador for like Ukraine with some other country, I think.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing that somewhere, but I never looked that much into it.
That's what's hard about conspiracies, is you'll hear one that's enticing,
it's hard,
and then you immediately realize the amount of research it would take to actually do more than talk out of your ass about it. And it's like, oh my God, how am I even going to pursue this? Like, I have to pay bills. I have to cook dinner. I have to do things. Yeah, that lady seems creepy. She was the one who, there was a big part of the like Alex Jones sphere, the spirit cooking. Yep, that's where I was going to, is they were showing all those pictures years ago where it's like, look, Lady Gaga is here, and Katy Perry and all these people, and they're like dipping chips in nacho cheese over this like naked lady, and it's demonic. And then after this they do demon stuff, and it's like, okay, maybe, I don't know.
Probably not though.
It wasn't nacho chips. It was something I think it was chocolate. I don't know.
It sounded like they had some naked fondue and somebody got butthurt about it. I could believe that there are secret societies that do rituals, and like the more I look into Moloch and his mentions in the Bible, and he's like this, I think it's a bull-headed god, and the statues have these open hands, and there would be a fire underneath, so the hands would glow red hot, and they drop the babies onto the burning red hands, and then they tumble into the fire below, like all that child sacrifice and stuff. I could believe that there's powerful elites taking part in some sort of weird ritual like that. But I don't think Hillary Clinton's eating babies, and I don't think that Abramovich woman is death becomes her or anything.
Yeah.
I think if there was some sort of like youth serum, like she wouldn't have it. I think Donald Trump would have it. I think like the real powerful people would have it, right? They'd be marketing it.
How I know it's not real. It's like they would have a weight loss serum for Trump if it was available.
Like, I mean, he could be taking Ozempic, but he's chosen not to for some reason. Clearly,
that's not a serum though, because that would inhibit his ability.
I think he's beating it.
Munch. Yeah, dude, have you ever been around someone on
I think
Ozempic?
He's beating the Ozempic.
It's very funny.
It's so gross. It's so bad. It's like how this is an act against God at this point. Like, what are you doing, dude?
You think
like
Ozempic isn't an act against God. Or is that what you were saying?
No, I mean, like, just being able to eat that much that you're beating Ozempic.
Oh yeah, that's just nonsense. Like, you got to really want it.
That is some gluttony beyond excess.
You got to have like
terrible.
a game 7 mentality for every meal to be like, I'm going to win against this drug I'm injecting.
I don't think you could win. I think you get like physically sick. And I hear about people like having really disgusting burps from the Ozempic because they're like ruminating now.
Yeah.
They just got,
it slows down your digestive tract.
Yeah.
Yeah.